Hey guys, good evening. This is Mukesh, and the question that has come up is how do you stay away from negative people? How to stay away from negativity, basically. There are two things that negative people have. One is that live on someone else's attention. So they live on your attention, they live on your energy. The second thing is, unless and until they do not take out your emotion, they would not be happy. So a person who can give them some kind of a response, they are happy with those kind of people, and what can they give you back? Something that they have. So a negative person can only give you something that he has in abundance, which is negativity. So a negative person lives on your attention. And the second thing is the negative person lives on your emotions. He scavenges your emotions. So these are the two things that you need to remember. And if you are not able to give this person these things, don't worry, he's not going to kill you. Negative people or people who have a lot of negativity, they lack daring, they lack bravery, and that's why they are negative. Because if a person who is positive, okay, and is full of positivity will surely not go ahead and invade your space. A negative person has got a habit of invading your space. He or she cannot do that unless and until they don't feel they need attention, right? Two things: attention and emotion. These are the two things that you will use so that you can stay away from negative people. Slowly down the line, there will be no negative people around you if you just start practicing these two things that I'm talking about. One, my question is, do you yourself want to stay negative all your life? In that case, you're not someone whom I'm going to go ahead and make this video for, right? If you wish to jump from negativity, then this video is for you, not for you. If you're just another person who is equally negative, just like the other person, so you get all the negativity and then you put it on or dump to someone else. That's not the thing that we're talking about. First thing, I'm sure that you do not want to be negative all your life. So there's one thing that you need to remember is that negativity thrives on attention. So the more attention you give to that person, or the more attention you give to that emotion, to that memory that happens while you are with a negative person, anything. So if this person told you something you felt bad about, if this person behaved with you in a wrong fashion, anything that happened over here or there, and you are surviving with it, okay, that means that you're feeding that emotion. And I'm sure that if you wish to stay away from negativity, you will never want to feed that emotion or that memory. That's one thing. So stop giving attention to those kind of people. Okay, they would be there, they will talk, they will look at your behavior, and when they see, the second step happens, when they see that you are not ready to feed their emotion, okay, so either you're keeping quiet. There's so many people who just keep quiet before negative people. What happens when they keep quiet? They're actually trying to send all the non-verbal communication. There are so many people who feel, women especially, they feel that keeping quiet will stop this negativity. Okay, that could be possible sometimes, that could be very favorable for them just for a few times, but remember this one special thing. And I'm not telling you to vent it back. No, I'm not telling you to do that. I'm just telling you, don't even feed it non-verbally. So while this person is right before you, so it could be your in-laws, your mother-in-law, your sister-in-law, whatever, your partner, your spouse, your husband, wife, your siblings, whosoever in this world is negative, they are being fed by you if you are feeling negative because of them, because it's not up to them. They are just distributing, they are sharing what they have in abundance, and you are ready to pick it up. And if you're ready to pick it up and then you feed it, you are actually growing that child inside, right? We are all reproductive people, which means whatever we take, we start growing it inside, and it is up to you if you wish to feed it all your life or not, right? So this is all about it. The first thing that you will have to remember is stop feeding it. Second, stop thinking about those memories that have happened with this person. The best way to go ahead and deal with it or stay away from that kind of memory is start being more creative. Engage yourself. Keep yourselves occupied, I would say, with some kind of a creative thing. Okay, maybe some sort of singing, or maybe writing or painting, whatever is what you like. Learning something on your phone. So many people, they use their phone for more than 4-7 hours, and you can start learning rather than watching a funny video, or maybe a Spider-Man or some kind of a video. So stop watching those funny videos, because you're only trying to decompress everything. So don't start compensating those emotions with something that makes you more happier, and then you start watching a television serial or something like that. Don't do that. Never do that. Don't compensate feelings. Feelings can never be compensated. You can just transform them. The best way of transforming them is by not feeding them, by creating new memories. And how do you do that? By being more creative. I hope it gets around there to everyone who's been watching, especially women who send me messages that they've been fed up with the way that their husbands are treating them. They're fed up with the way that their partners are treating them or their in-laws are treating them. You need to come out of it. It's your ego that you need to leave. Okay, you need to jump out of that small narrow ego of yours that says, no, I cannot take it. Okay, I'm not saying that you have to take it. No, you don't need to take it. That's what I'm saying. You don't even need to feed their emotions, because their ego has got its own place. Your ego has got its own place. The most important thing that everyone needs to understand over here is that anyone who comes into this world, this universe, okay, is all alone. You are all alone. If you had to be with someone else, maybe you call them your soulmate or whatever, okay, then that means this person was supposed to be taking birth with you, with the same body. That didn't happen. So it is your universe. Just because you are related to someone does not mean that this person owes you or owes your feeling or owes your emotion. You need to develop it, because again, as I said, we are all reproductive people. We grow something that we start feeding inside, right? So stop feeding someone else's emotions. Stop feeding someone else's memories, okay? And stop getting glorified that you've been a great person. Now, so many people who are Indians have this feeling, Indian women especially, they have this feeling that they become so great by sacrificing whatever they wanted for their son or for their daughter. And that's perfect, fine. That's a completely different feeling, okay? That's a completely different feeling. But doing that just for the glorification of their pain, that should not be done, right? What do you think about it? Put it up into the comments. In case you have any questions, you know where to find me, right? Thank you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.